Hey there boys and girls, Skillfaker here and welcome back to another CSGO video. Today with another beginner tips tutorial video with the first episode talking about map knowledge and callouts. But if you haven't watched the other two episodes, I would highly recommend you guys to go and check it out right now. The first one is about moving, how to navigate the map, crouch jumping, strafe jumping, all that stuff, like stutter stepping especially. And the second episode is about crosshair placement, so where to look in order to get those headshots. I know many tutorials just tell you how to control your spray till the very last bullet, but unless you do not know when you're accurate and how to stutter step and how to move and where to look, that's not really important because you get killed before you can fire your last bullet, if you get what I mean. So I think it's a lot more important to get the fundamentals down first and get them down like really well and really good so that you get more consistent. But yeah, I would say let's get it going. So let's talk about callouts and map knowledge. First about callouts. So if we go back to T-spawn, there's the first hint I can give you. If you look at the top left corner of your screen, it says T-start, or for most people T-spawn right here. So you actually have a built-in callout meter, you could call it, in your HUD. So you see, this is outside long right here. If we go into here, it's long doors. If we go outside here, you can now see that it's becoming long A. So, like just the way it is, or a tip for you guys to learn it a lot more quickly to callouts, is like, first of all, when do you want to call out? You want to call out when you see the bomb, you want to call out when you see the enemies, just your other teammates are aware of what's going on the map. So for example, I'm a T and I'm walking down here and I see 2 or 3 guys crossing. Then I know they maybe have one at mid right here and the other 2 at B. This means only 2 of them are at A, so it would be good to push A. But maybe my other 2 teammates are down there and they want to push lower B, so I tell them, hey, there are 2 at B and 1 mid, let's go A. So we can go up here over short, like right here again in the upper corner it says short or short stairs. It also depends a little, like the calls are not every time the same, like exactly the same. For example, in a U, this whole area is mostly called short, but in an A, this often right here is also called cat still. So you mostly still get it, like the approximate area is still very effective to just call what the approximate area is, because people always can move. So it's just there to give your enemy, your friendlies, an approximate idea of where to look and where to like watch out for enemies and where to go. And basically how to rotate as well. So yeah, the first tip I can give you, whenever you die, there are a couple of things you want to do. You want to say where you died. So first of all, your teammates are aware of that you're not there anymore. Second of all, you want to tell them like how you died. By that I mean, like for example, you're holding right here at A long and they're just rushing all out of the long doors right here. And you just strafe out and you instantly get killed and you saw 2 guys. Then you say at least 2, because that's what you know, that's your intel. You say I'm dead. At least 2 A long, the position where they are, and if you damage them you can also say, like for example, lit for 50 if you hit them like once with a deagle or something. So basically 3 things: you're dead, how many, better said at least, never say all of them if you're not sure, that's very important because then you can just like get an over rotation going. So once again, you're dead, how many are there, and for how much are they lit. After that, you basically should be still, in order to have your like teammates concentrate on the surroundings, the footsteps, whatever and whatnot. So basically, every time you die, you just have to see what is this thing telling me. Right now it says catwalk. Okay, so I say, okay, died at catwalk. I saw at least 1 guy and he has like 40 HP, and then you're still. That's all you gotta do. Of course, you don't just want to die all over and over and over again competitive, just like let your teammates know where you are. Another thing is good for that, another thing that is good for it is deathmatching. So if you're in deathmatch, you also got the thing, and when you're running around, you can just like, whenever you die, you just look, where did I die? For example, I get killed right here again, I see, okay, I'm dead, it says catwalk, so I know, okay, I'm at catwalk, and you just try to memorize it. So it's very important that you play all of the maps, or especially the maps that you want to play competitive on, in order to learn the callouts. So now to map knowledge. Map knowledge is something that is a little bit harder to get, because knowledge is something that you usually acquire by having, well, knowledge. You have to do it a lot, rinse and repeat, and just get better by it by doing that, basically. So the thing that, in my opinion, really helps you with map knowledge, again, is just playing something like Deathmatch, or especially the thing that I'm doing right here, which is I'm playing offline with bots. I made my bots now so that they cannot move through my training config, but you can, if you usually start the offline match with bots, they will just like go wherever they are supposed to go. Of course, bots are stupid, but it will help you to get an approximate idea, just like run around the map and see, okay, this is T-start or T-spawn. And then if you go down here, okay, this is top of mid now, I get it. And you know, you're not under pressure because they're just bots with you. Who cares if they die? Who cares if you die? Well, if you shouldn't die to a bot, honestly, but that's that's not what we're talking about right now. So yeah, the map knowledge, just get into a offline match with bots and just walk around with them. Just play as you usually would and just do what I told you before. And you usually will be kind of quick to learn where to go, what the things are called, and you will develop some certain kind of map knowledge. Last but not least, something that you should do, especially right now, since the ESL 1 Cologne is running, watch the pro matches. Seriously, the commentators, they will tell you where they are, you will see where they are on your screen. You will have the X-ray vision. There's so much to learn by watching pro players, just the way they move, the way they behave, the way they rotate, the way they just do everything. And also the commentators, if you don't get it, will normally explain it to you in a way that usually makes it understandable for even the biggest beginners of Counter-Strike. So yeah, these are basically the tips for having good callouts and map knowledge. The map knowledge part is kind of a little bit more exercise, but the callout thing is really easy to get used to. So yeah, just to summarize again, if you are calling out, if you died, just tell them, I'm dead. At least, for example, right here, 3 guys. Don't say all of them, just say at least and how many you saw. And then from how much you lit them, if you did. If not, then just stay still and be quiet. And again, for the map knowledge, watch the pro plays. Watch the streams on Twitch with the commentators. It's really helpful, it's useful. Play offline with bots and just do as you would do in a competitive match in order to just get the hang of it, and always watch where you are. I mean, it's very easy to memorize those things after you played a couple of rounds like that. And usually if you have no clue what it's called, like really absolutely no idea, you can always just call it like what you see. For example, if you're coming out of CAD right here, or short stairs, and you see someone is behind barrels there, you can say, okay, there's someone at A on A side, because that's A side, behind barrels. Okay, there are a couple of things behind barrels. There are these barrels, and there are these barrels. I mean, that's not perfect, because there are 2 of them, but it's still more information than, like, no information. And usually your other teammates will know that, okay, there are barrels back at the right side and back at the left side right here. So they will get an approximate idea, and that's all you want to have. You just want to be the eyes of your friendlies, basically. But yeah, I think it's pretty much all for now, so please check out the other 2 videos about movement, stutter stepping to be accurate when you want to fire, and also about the crosshair placement and where to look and how to look with your crosshair in order to get the headshots and just be more consistent with your aiming. But I think that's pretty much all for now, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and Lucky Skill Faker out.